Welcome to Emmy Knows, interviewing people of interest to the KU campus community. And now, your host of Emmy Knows, Emmeline.
You're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR. My name is Emmeline, and this is Emmy Knows, a weekly get-to-know you with the people who help make KU great. As you may have heard, all 14 of the Pasha universities have moved to online instruction for the rest of the semester. As of Monday, March 30th, this no in-person instruction will continue throughout the summer 2020 sessions. At this time, summer is being defined at KU as anything before the August 22nd move-in weekend for this fall. Because of this, I'm coming to you today from my apartment in downtown Kutztown. Excitingly, thanks to technology, I'm able to bring back one of my favorite guests from last semester, fellow KUR host Aviv Tumbleson. If you're interested in hearing more about Aviv's KU experience, you can find past episodes of Emmy Knows on KUR's YouTube and Spotify. Just search Kutztown University Radio. Now, on to the interview.
Thank you so much for being on my first show back from spring break.
Thank you for having me, Emmeline.
Of course. So I know you were on my show last semester, and then we also did like a little collab for Christmas. But can you
iconic.
Remind me and the audience what your major is and what year you are?
So I am a dual major in library science and history, and I guess I'm like a super junior or something maybe, because by adding a second major, I also added like way too much time to my degree. So yeah.
I mean, that's so cool though. I wish I was a double major, but also I have so many credits already. It's fine. So I know you just got out of a Zoom class right before this. So how many classes that you're taking are doing live meetings like that?
Only the one. I just have one history class that's meeting every Monday. And it's mainly to like field questions and whatnot, but everything else is either pre-recorded lectures or just like we have even more readings, and then we just learn it on our own and then do like essays or quizzes.
So with that, how have your assignments sort of changed because of the online element?
I think there's a lot more online discussions, obviously, because we have to, and more readings, and I think it's a lot more individual work than before, and a lot more written work.
I definitely feel that. I know with some of my professors, they've sort of extended due dates. Did you find that in any of your classes, or it's just sort of the same thing, just sort of more like an online conversation like you were saying?
I don't really think anything's been like any dates have been extended. I think the only thing that's changed is they've added assignments. So I wish that they would prioritize assignments and just try to get so many out there so they could have a lot of things to like have on the grade book or something, because we all are taking like a bajillion classes. But I guess it is what it is. There's only like 5 weeks left or something.
I can't think about it. I'm not thinking about it.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna graduate.
I'm not ready. I mean, I am so ready. Bye, Kutztown. But no, I love it here. I take it back. So with like the new assignments you're sort of talking about, is there anything specific that you've been struggling with now that we've had sort of a week of our new normal?
Time management. I just want to like be reading books and be left alone. Just like not be doing schoolwork. And so trying to keep in my mind that I still have a full course load and like my internship while I'm just at home, and it feels like I'm like on like a very extreme summer vacation. That can be kind of difficult. So I think trying to log in on to our classes every day, a couple times a day, and then time management. Those are tricky things, but that we all gotta do. So.
For sure. So moving a little bit away from school, because like you said, it's really hard with like time management and not just like going off and watching a lot of reality TV, aka my entire weekend. But a lot of people like on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, they've all been like reporting they're doing new hobbies, they're cutting their hair, they're watching TV like I just said. So what is something or some things that you've been doing to pass your time inside?
The biggest one is just like recreational reading, because I usually like lose track of that during the school year. So I started a Goodreads challenge for myself, where you can like log all the books you want to that you have read. And my goal for the end of 2020 is to read 50 books. And so I finished 12, and I have 2 of them currently reading. But last week was crazy because I literally read like 3 or 4 books in 1 week. And I was dying. Awesome, now I'm running out of books though, and the library was supposed to open today again, but now it's been pushed back a couple weeks, and I'm going a little bit crazy because I usually work in a library, and then I intern at a library, and then I get to visit libraries, and now I get none of that. So I'm going a little bit crazy. But yeah, hobbies, reading and Animal Crossing.
Oh my gosh, yes. I do remember our trip a couple weeks ago was like my last trip into civilization.
I know, same.
I will have to post a picture on my Emmy Knows Instagram of our trip.
It was legendary. You should recount it.
Oh my gosh, that'll be in next week's episode. Okay. My special guest Aviv again.
I don't know.
I would be like remiss to not mention this social issue that's come up with this. Like the hottest topic of 2020 would be the toilet paper situation. How is the toilet paper situation at your house, and are you rationing squares of toilet paper?
Are people doing that?
Yes.
Oh my god. We're fine at my house. No one's hoarding. I guess my parents are very against hoarding, so we're not hoarding at all. Or I guess stocking up, if you want to call it stocking up. We're surviving, thank God. The Charmin Bear is living strong.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how much TV you watch. I've been watching a lot of TV, and they've been, like, the toilet paper, like, them and Cottonelle have been doing these like commercials about like, we're still making toilet paper, like we got you through this, and I can't. So it's good to know that your bathroom habits are still thriving.
You know what though? It would be crazy if we just ran out of toilet paper. Wouldn't that be crazy? I feel like that's a real fear.
I feel like I read an article from the Washington Post that was talking about what people used as toilet paper before toilet paper was a thing. And it included like corn cobs, and I personally don't want to revisit that time.
Oh god. Yeah, no. I guess, you know what? Fair play. You know, if you're hoarding toilet paper stronger than the rest of us, I guess.
So to sort of wrap it up, I would love to know, what is something you're looking forward to doing again once we are allowed to do social activities?
I'm really looking forward to going to the library again. Very strongly. I'm looking forward to talking to people that aren't my family in person. I'm really bad at texting. I don't like to text. To going outside, to traveling, to going to shows.
Louis Tomlinson.
I miss it. Yes, I'm so stressed. He already rescheduled all of Europe. And are you going to the Philly concert?
I don't have tickets, but I mean, if it still occurs, there is a good chance I will be in a nosebleed seat.
Well, it's all GA, I think. Maybe, don't quote me on that. But that's in like June 20-something, and I'm really stressed that he's going to reschedule it because I have friends visiting from Iowa and Nashville to come like go see the show with me. And I really want to see them, and I want to see Louis, and I want to get barricade with them to Louis.
Yeah.
And
you need his sweat on your body.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sorry to all non-fangirls. You do not understand.
Disgusting.
So, like every show, I would love to know what a top tip for our campus audience is that you might share.
For like coronavirus online classes, my top two would be to, number one, designate like a place to do schoolwork that's different from where you like relax. So not your bed, and probably not your bedroom either, unless you have like a little like desk study area. And then also to just go online to D2L like once or twice a day, every day, because things change and you want to keep stuff fresh in your mind. And online classes are a nightmare. So those would be my top two tips.
That's awesome. Well, thank you again so much, Aviv, for being with us today on this
Thank you for having
Wednesday. And we will hopefully talk to you again soon on my show.
Yay!
Thank you for listening to Emmy Knows. I'm your host, Emmeline and my guest today was Aviv Tumbleson. If you or someone you know is interested in being interviewed this semester, please reach out to me on Instagram at emmy.knows or email me via emmy.knows@gmail.com. That's EMME.KNOWS@gmail.com. I'll be back with you on KUR soon with more of the people who help make KU great.